over, bro. What did you make of Ilia Topuria putting out Charles Oliveira like that? Brutal.
It was great. I think Ilia Topuria is a special unicorn, a special athlete. He's very good about getting to where he needs to be in the fight and then executing. And beautiful jab, beautiful footwork, beautiful exchange. That was like my fight of the night, just because when a fight starts, there's supposed to be a progression to the beginning to the end. And when you see them, there's a progression where it went to the ground, he passed his guard, he crucifixed, then he attacked the leg, then he was going for a heel hook, and then he went for a sweep. Then it finished the sweep, then they both came up. And that's like my, I'm a fucking MMA nerd, right? Like I love the full embodiment of like, boom, I'm taking you down. And I just love that about fighting. And that was an amazing display of mixed martial arts at its finest between two the best athletes in the world.
I've always loved your mindset. You've had this championship mindset that set you apart in my book from most other athletes in the sport. And Ilia Topuria, it's interesting that you mentioned he's like a unicorn. He's got a very interesting mindset as well, different from yours. But this is a guy that's like doing a celebration the night before the fight. He, is predicting the rounds. He's super confident in himself. But then a part of me is like, well, that is a part of his process. Like he needs to maybe do that to get to that octagon and perform at that level. A lot of it is mental, right? Like how do you sort of break down the mental game of Ilia Topuria? Very interesting.
I can't speak too much about it because I never trained with him, but I feel there's something to be said that I feel he can. I feel he'll be able to watch somebody and him and his team can basically isolate where they can take advantage of somebody, and they do a good job about doing that. So I would love to go train with them just to, chat with him about that and feel that part. Because like I felt like after, I think I watched that Ilia Topuria versus Charles fight, like, I don't know, probably 25 times. And I felt like he drew him into that exchange. And they know that Charles walks forward, head high up, and he always throws a right hand before he throws anything. He's not a guy who's jabbing and moving and blah, blah. Like, he's not hard to find. And typically when Ilia Topuria goes about his fights, he has to find his opponents because nobody's going to stand in front of him. So you look when he fought Max Holloway, Max was not staying in front. He was moving, making it hard to fight him. You look at if you look at like Ilia Topuria, when he fights these guys, he has to find them. Once he finds them, he's able to put him out. So with Ilia, I feel like he has some type of strategy inside his camp that they can look at somebody, isolate where they can take advantage of him and get there.